As we watch this procession, and Katie Nichol joins us now, contributor to NBC News. And Katie, bring us some of the information you have about those we're seeing marching here, some of the household staff.
Yes, I think a lot of your American viewers, a lot of British viewers for that matter, wouldn't necessarily recognise some of those people in that procession at the front. Now, one is not difficult to spot because he's called Tall Paul, and he is the tallest man in that procession. His name is Paul Wybrew, and he has been the Queen's page for, well, about 4 decades now. An incredibly loyal consort, and he would often make a point of sitting down with Her Majesty in the evening, watching television with her, circling her favourite programmes and the TV listings, reading the Racing Post with her, really being a companion, particularly in the months after the death of the Duke of Edinburgh. And I think it's a real testimony to the Queen that we're not just seeing all of her armed forces, her soldiers, the monarch's mob, as the Grenadiers Guards are known, but actually staff who played a personal role. Her head of horse, Lord Vestey, is also there. Now, was a hugely important part of Her Majesty's life. When it came to Royal Ascot, he was always by her side. And former detectives and equerries, people who really contributed, I suppose, to the smooth running of Queen Elizabeth's household, and importantly, particularly during that COVID pandemic, locked down at Windsor Castle with her, often leaving their own families behind to form HMS Bubble, as it was known, Her Majesty's Bubble at Windsor. So this is a great honour for those members of staff, and as we saw at that procession in London, the staff lining up outside Buckingham Palace as a chance to say their final farewell to the Queen. She was the Queen of the people, but she looked after her own people very well indeed. There were Christmas parties at Buckingham Palace where she would give every single member of staff, and I can tell you that's a lot, in their hundreds, a Christmas pudding and a handwritten card. So all of these personal touches by the monarch will mean so much to those people in the procession today, and of course some who will be joining the service at St George's Chapel very shortly.
And we have a split-screen moment where we see the procession of the hearse into the gates of Windsor Castle, and at the top of your screen, its destination, St George's Chapel, where the middle service is moments away from taking place. And
the aforementioned aide and hoist him into the heather. There they sort of hid, giggling like teenagers while this group of tourists passed. You couldn't have that relationship with the Queen, I don't think, if you didn't have all those wonderful informal asides. They really did become like a second family, and poignantly, they stayed with her. They stayed with her right till the very end.
Katie, thank you. And we watch as the hearse makes its way onto the grounds of Windsor Castle one last time.
Yeah, come on in. Come on in.
Just take this to the laundry and we're ready.
Yeah. Let me see what all that is first.
Feels like there's a pack of cigarettes in there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll keep that. I'm just recording a little bit of this and then, yeah, these need to be cleaned too.
Okay, take cigarettes out. Whatever's in there. Something heavy.
This is,
They already buried her.
huh?
I thought they already buried her.
Well, today's the day.
Sorry.
That's alright.